camped at Tomato Island last night. We decided not to actually go fishing because the boat ramp was a little bit steep for our liking. But we'll get back in the car and we'll keep driving up to Mataranka, go to the thermal pools, and after that to Katherine. So I've just had no trailer brakes and we've pulled over, had a look at the brake fluid. It was a bit low, so we topped it up. Thought it was all good, drove a bit further down the road until this happened. And we're missing a caliper. The top bolt has actually sheared off, the bottom one rattled loose, snapped the brake line, and we're missing an entire caliper. So we're probably about 300-400 kilometers from Katherine, which is the next place to get brakes. What we'll do is we'll just crimp that off, bleed it up and run on 3 brakes and should be good to go. So I might as well show you guys some of the spare parts that we carry. So we have spare brake lines, braided, U-bolts, belts, multiple ball bearings, fuel filters, 3 different tapes and super glue, arrow dot, windscreen repair, wiring, electrical tape, we've got hose clamps, spare wool studs needed, spare fluids, and inside the side of the drawers we've just got a whole bunch of spare parts like hoses, your fuel, your coolant. So what we've done is removed the brake line from the back right wheel. We've folded it up, crimped it off with vice grips. We'll cable tie them off with some big fat cable ties. At the end of the brake line there's a little copper brass sort of fitting. I've bent that pipe shut and bent it 90 degrees, so that should stop all the flow through that pipe. And then we're just going to replace the brake line that feeds the front to the rear, because I still want my opposite side working at the rear.
After a long day's drive, we just arrived at Mataranka Hot Springs and we can't wait to get in for a nice swim.
We're just up in Katherine Gorge today doing the lookout walk. Afterwards we're going to head down and do a river cruise through the 2 gorges. good is this place?
We just got to Edith Falls at Nitmiluk National Park and we're going to go for a swim.
So we're just rocking up here in Pine Creek. Just gonna grab some fuel and some cold beers before we head out into the Kakadu.
Don't need someone to save me, no, and don't come running to blame me. From miles away, I can tell there's something's off. Way you're looking, how you talk, when you talk, you said you love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car. Let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle. No, I just gotta know, if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Let's be honest for a second. Yeah, you're being over your head, babe. 'Cause there is no one other than me that can make you feel the way you feel when I hold you. I think I said enough. You said you love for me something brand new.
Alrighty, this morning in the Kakadu we're at Nitmiluk Falls, heading in for the walk to go for a swim.
Here we are in your car. Let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah, don't need you here to say you're sorry.
So we're halfway through Kakadu and the oil light came on, so we pulled over, checked the oil. Was a little bit low, we are consuming a little bit. And silly me, I dropped the oil cap into the hot engine bay. So now we're sitting here waiting for the engine to cool down for me to grab it. Kyra's making us lunch. What are we having today?
We are having wraps and fruit.
So for dinner tonight we're going to make a roast beef in an oven bag inside our road chef. So we've just pulled into Coinda Lodge. We've got a powered site, about $69 a night. We're going to leave the boat here and go off exploring with the car. Do the water cruise this afternoon.
Having her first bit of water. Well done, Meg. She's setting a very good example. Look at this crocodile just smiling at me. Yeah, that's a jabiru over there, or black next door, or we call it juggernaut in language. Juggernaut. As long as it's got room to, if it freaks out, it'll go straight in the water. As long as it's got room to do that. Come on. It's got an itch. It's got an itch. them like that. And it's a big pack. Beautiful colours. Mullet, beautiful eating. Freshwater stingray, about a metre round too, good eating. We've got freshwater lobster chirping, about a foot and a half long, good eating.
Still in Kakadu National Park, and we're actually staying in the Kawinda Lodge right in the heart of the Kakadu. It's a pretty good park but pretty pricey. Today we're heading out to the Aboriginal Cultural Centre, and after that we're going to go look at the rock formation and rock art. After that we're off to Darwin. So we're just tracking up to Murray's Lookout. At Jabiru Art Gallery, and we're leaving to head to Darwin.